Imagine stepping into a softly lit Parisian apartment, where the scent of pine and warm vanilla lingers in the air, and subtle gold glimmers dance on vintage mirrors. Welcome, MES Amos, to our holiday design journey, where elegance meets cozy charm in true Parisian style. If you love sophisticated yet lived-in interiors, hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and comment below with your favorite Christmas decor tip. Tonight, let's wrap your home in the refined warmth of a Parisian Noël. In a Parisian apartment, the walls speak in soft whispers, creams, soft grays, and delicate ecru tones that feel like morning light. These understated neutrals serve as the perfect backdrop for your festive touches, whether you're adding gilded frames, gentle greenery, or plush velvet cushions. During Christmas, this palette allows gold and greenery to shine without overwhelming the space, creating a peaceful, refined, and welcoming atmosphere. One of the hallmarks of classic Parisian apartments is architectural detail. Think wall moldings or picture frame paneling that subtly elevate the space. These moldings don't shout, they simply add depth and grace. For Christmas, layer in decorative garlands or delicate string lights along the molding. The grooves catch the glow, making every corner feel intentional and artfully curated. Parisian style thrives on balance. An heirloom wood chest sits next to a modern lamp, a vintage bust perched beside a sleek coffee table. During the holidays, let that mix shine. Place antique brass candlesticks on a modern marble mantle, or set a classic velvet armchair beside a minimalist lacquered cabinet. This juxtaposition brings both personality and timeless elegance. Mirrors are a Parisian secret to depth and light. A large gilded mirror leaned against the wall, or hung opposite a window, can double the natural daylight. In Christmas styling, use mirrors to reflect candlelight and sparkling ornaments, your tree, your mantle lights, even a string of fairy lights. The reflection creates a gentle glow, making the space feel more expansive and enchantingly festive. Elegant materials are everything in Parisian interiors: soft velvet, washed linen, nubby wool, all layered together. Imagine draping a velvet emerald throw over a linen sofa, or placing wool cushions beside a vintage armchair. At Christmas time, these textures feel like a warm embrace. They soften the space, catch the light beautifully, and invite you to linger. Forget harsh overhead lights. A true Parisian apartment glows with ambient lighting, think table lamps, sconces, and candles. For Christmas, bring in clusters of pillar candles on trays, string soft fairy lights around mirrors, and use small lamps to highlight corners. The effect, an intimate, cozy sanctuary that feels like a quiet Parisian salon on a winter evening. Parisian decor often includes one or two sculptural or artistic pieces, a vintage bust, a lacquered statuette, or a carved coffee table. At Christmas time, you might place a delicate sculpture near your tree, or balance it on the mantel alongside garland. These sculptural accents add an artistic elegance, surprising the eye and grounding the festive decor in timeless style. Your Christmas tree doesn't have to be flashy to feel grand. In a Parisian-inspired flat, smaller but artfully decorated trees feel especially chic. Use muted ornaments, pearl, gold, soft white, mixed with natural greenery or dried botanicals. Let some branches peek without being overly stuffed. The goal is an elegant silhouette, not a heavy, cluttered feel. A few candle-style lights or soft white LEDs complete the refined, cozy look. In Paris, flowers are always just brought home, fresh roses, dried hydrangeas, even small sprigs of holly. For Christmas, layer in simple garlands over mirrors or mantles, tuck sprigs of eucalyptus or cedar into vases, and let dried florals lend softness. These organic elements bring romance, connection to nature, and a timeless charm into your holiday scheme. If your Parisian flat is cozy, your dining space becomes magical when dressed beautifully for the holidays. Picture a petite round table covered in a linen tablecloth, vintage china, white candles in gilt holders, and a simple centerpiece of greenery and berries. Let mismatched chairs, a modern one, a carved wood one, sit together. That collected, unforced elegance is pure Parisian Christmas. Rather than hanging every picture, mirror, or frame, lean them. Parisians lean large mirrors or framed prints casually against the wall. During Christmas, you can lean a gilded mirror behind a string of fairy lights, or a framed winter print beside a seasonal vignette. Layer books, small trinkets, and a candle. The result is relaxed but deliberately stylish. Every Parisian apartment has a little corner that feels like a secret, a reading nook by the window, a chaise with a throw, perhaps a small writing desk. For Christmas, turn it into a calm retreat, drape a velvet throw, add a wool cushion, set a small lantern or candle, and maybe a cup of hot cocoa on a side table. This corner becomes your personal holiday hideaway, a place to pause and savor. Parisian style often includes gold or brass details, not glitzy, but graceful, mirror frames, knobs, lamps. At Christmas time, amplify these touches with subtle glam, gold candle holders, brass ornaments, a soft metallic ribbon on the tree. These accents reflect light softly and tie in beautifully with the neutral walls and luxe textures. A Parisian holiday isn't only visual, it's aromatic. Think softly scented candles, vanilla, cinnamon, or fir, sprigs of fresh pine, or dried orange slices in a bowl. You might also include a small diffuser with delicate seasonal fragrance. These scents evoke cozy sophistication and invite you and your guests into a space that feels rich, warm, and deeply comforting, like a Paris winter memory. Parisian interiors are never soulless. They feel lived in because every object tells a story. For Christmas, weave in personal treasures, old family photos in gilt frames, vintage books, heirloom ornaments, a well-loved porcelain bowl filled with baubles. This layering of memories and style makes your space uniquely yours and captures that elegant yet intimate Parisian spirit. One of the most beautiful things about Parisian decor is its imperfect perfection: a slightly wrinkled linen throw, a stack of books on the floor, a ribbon that isn't tied quite symmetrically. During Christmas, don't aim for picture-perfect staging. Let things feel organic, allow ornaments to cluster naturally, let garlands drape loosely, and keep a few open books or a half-finished drink nearby. This relaxed authenticity feels welcoming and real. As we close this design journey, imagine your apartment bathed in the soft glow of candlelight, draped in gentle textures, and alive with subtle golden accents and natural greenery. That's the magic of Parisian apartment style for Christmas: elegant, timeless, and deeply cozy. I hope this inspires you to bring a little Parisian soul into your holiday season. If you loved these ideas, please subscribe, like, and comment. Tell me which tip resonated most, or how you plan to style your own Noël. Joyeux Noël, and may your home feel as warm and graceful as a Parisian winter dream.